Once upon a time,
in a far-off kingdom,
I wish more than any young maiden, more than life,
sad young lad,
more than jewels. I wish more than life. I wish more than anything, more than the moon, the
and a
king is
childless
in the
baker.
festival.
More than life,
I wish to go to the festival.
more than riches.
I wish my cow
With
gave
his
us
wife.
milk more than anything.
I wish we had a child.
I want a child. I wish.
You wish to go to the festival?
The poor girl's mother had died.
What, you Cinderella?
Wait,
the
you Cinderella, the festival, the king's festival? And her father had taken for a new wife, a woman with 2 daughters of her own. All 3 were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart.
Hurry up and do my hair, Cinderella. Are you really wearing that?
Here I found a little tear, Cinderella. Can't you hide it with a hat?
You look beautiful.
I know!
Meanwhile, in the village,
Why, come in, little girl. Please. Just a little please. Thank you. Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to go. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expecting. You're certain of your way? The way is clear, the way is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Here, now don't stray and be late.
Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny, who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead. For all that I know, she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods to grandmother's house and hold me for its door. And save some of those sweets for Granny.
on the other hand, had no grandmother and no father. And his mother, well, she was simple.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish the house were not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things.
Listen, well, son, Milky White must be taken to market.
But Mother, no, he's the best cow.
She's given us no milk for a week. We've no food nor money and no choice but to sell her.
But Milky White's my best friend in the whole world.
Look at her. There are bugs on her dugs. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump, big enough to be a hump. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Fetch the best price you can. Take no less than 5 pounds. Are you listening to me?
Yes, no more than 5 pounds.
Less than 5. Now go.
Because the baker had lost his mother and father in a baking accident, at least that's what he believed. He was eager to start a family of his own, and was concerned that all efforts until now had failed.
Who might that be?
It's the witch from next door.
Excuse me. Guy.
In the past, when your mother was with child, she developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, and nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, and cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and fiddlefrons, and lettuce. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite, 'cause I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, harassing me, rooting through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, ripping up the rampion, my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him. Could have turned him to stone, or a dog, or a chair, or a... But I let him have the rampion. I had lots to spare. In return, however, I said fair is fair, and you let me have the baby that your wife will bear. and we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No, but you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel.
I thought I had been more than reasonable, but how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pockets?
What?
Beans.
Beans?
The special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall. Then bang, crash, and a lightning flash. Oh, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, alas, the big day came, and I made my claim. Don't take away the baby, they shrieked and screeched. And I did, and I hid her, well, she'll never be reached. And your father cried, and your mother died. And for extra measure, I'd admit it was a pleasure. I said, sorry, I'm still not mollified. And I laid a little spell on them. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a barren one. So there's no more fuss and there's no more scenes, and my garden thrives. You should see my nectarines. But I'm telling you the same I tell kings and queens. Don't ever, never, ever mess around with my greens, especially the beans.
Then the witch, for purposes of her own, explained how the baker might reverse the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. And 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight in 3 days' time, and you shall have, and I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the wood.
Ladies, our carriage awaits.
Please may I go to the festival?
The festival? You'd make us suppose of the festival and mortify the prince.
Our carriage is waiting. We must be gone.
Good night, stepmother. I wish.
Look what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they're...
The witch's beans. We'll take them with us.
No, you are not to come. That is final. Now, what am I to return with?
You don't remember? The nose is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
The cow is white.
And so the baker reluctantly
red as blood.
set off to meet the
Corn,
enchantress's
the
demands.
slipper is pure as gold.
As for Cinderella,
I still wish to go to the festival. But how am I ever to get to the festival? I know I'll visit mother's grave, the grave in the hazel tree, and tell her I just want to go to the king's festival. Into the woods without regret, the choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish, I don't care how, the time is now. Into the woods to sell the cow.
Into the woods to get the money.
To the woods to lift the spell.
To make the potion.
Go to the festival.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood.
No need to be
Afraid there's something in the glade
there.
Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journeying.
Into the woods to sell
the cow.
Make the potion.
To seed, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to live, to go to the festival. Into the woods.
Into the woods, into the woods and out of the woods, and home before dark.
Cinderella had planted a branch at her mother's grave, and she visited there so often and wept so much that her tears had watered it until it had become a handsome tree.
I wish.
What child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor.
I wish.
You know what you wish. Are you certain what you wish is what you want? Ask the tree, and you shall have your wish.
Shiver and quiver, little tree. Silver and gold fall down on me. I'm off to get my wish.
The other side of the forest.
Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither way so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine, so grandmother will have something good to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
Further in the woods, her house stands under a large oak tree.
Hello, little girl. What's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun won't set for hours. Take your time.
Mother said straight ahead, not to let or be misled.
But slow, little girl. Hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You'll miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly.
Mother said not to stray, still I suppose a small delay. Granny might like a fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. Hello.
Is my basket here?
Is harm to come to that little girl in the red cape?
Forget the girl and get the cape. That's the cape. Get it.
But how am I supposed to get it?
You go up to the little thing and you take it. Ah, my Rapunzel, listen to her beautiful music. Get me what I need.
I'll never get that red cape, nor find a golden cow, or a yellow slipper. Or was it a yellow slipper and a golden cow? Oh no.
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure.
What are you doing here?
You forgot your scarf.
You have no business being in the woods. Now go home immediately.
I wish to help.
No, the spell is on my... The cow is white as milk. Hello there, young man.
Hello, sir.
And what might you be doing with a cow in the middle of the forest?
Well, I was heading towards market, but I seem to have lost my way.
And what are you planning to do there?
And what are you planning to do there?
Sell my cow, sir. No less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds?
And if you can't fetch that sum, then what are you to do?
Well, I suppose my mother and I will have no food to eat.
Beans? Oh, we mustn't give up our beans. Well, if you feel we must.
Huh?
Beans will bring you food, son.
Beans? Beans in exchange for my cow?
Oh, these are no ordinary beans, son. These beans carry magic.
Magic? What kind of magic?
Tell him.
Magic that defies description.
How many beans?
6.
5. We can't part with all of them. We must leave one for ourselves. Besides, I'd say they're worth £1 each, at the very least.
Will I be able to buy my cow back someday?
Well, possibly.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal.
Take the cow and go home. I will carry this out in my own fashion.
And so the baker continued his search for the cape as red as blood.
As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, so she locked her in a doorless tower. And when the old enchantress paid a visit, she would call forth,
Rapunzel, let down your hair to me.
Ah, Rapunzel, Rapunzel. What a strange but beautiful name. Tomorrow, and fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I'll stand beneath her window and ask her to let down her hair to me.
Beautiful cape. I so admire it.
My granny made it for me.
Is that right? I would love a red cloak like that.
You look pretty foolish.
May I take a look at it?
No, please give it back. I don't like to be without my cape.
Forget the little girl and get the cape.
I just wanted to make certain that you really love this cape. Now you go to your granny's and you be sure no wolf comes your way.
I'd rather a wolf than you any day.
If you know what you need, then you go and you find it and you take it. Do I want a child or not? Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more. I need that cape.
And so the baker, with his newfound determination, set off after the red cape. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing wide open.
Good day, grandmother. My grandmother, you're looking very strange. What big eyes you have.
The better to see you with, my dear.
But grandmother, what big ears you have.
The better to hear you with, my dear.
But grandmother, what a big, wet, terrible mouth you have.
The better to eat you with.
With his appetite appeased, the wolf took for a nice long nap.
That grandmother has a mighty snore. Odd. Where's the little one? Grandmother! What is that red cloth in the corner of your mouth? Seems to me a piece of... Aha! I'll get the cape from within your stomach.
Ugh. What a fright. How dark and dank it was inside that wolf.
Kill the devil.
Granny!
Quiet, child. This evil must be destroyed.
Well, I will leave you to your task.
Don't you want the skins?
No, you keep them.
What kind of a hunter are you?
I'm a baker.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers. Even flowers have their dangers. And though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared. Granny's right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. Mr. Baker, you saved our lives. Here.
Are you certain?
Yes, maybe Granny will make me another from the skins of that wolf.
Thank you.
And so the baker, feeling braver and more satisfied than ever, set off back through the woods. As for the young lad Jack,
Only a dolt would exchange a cow for beans.
Mother, no!
To bed without supper for you.
little did they know those beans would stretch into an enormous beanstalk that would stretch far into the heavens.
Why would a fellow want a girl like her, a frail and fluffy beauty?
Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me?
She's a frothy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble I could break her little arm.
What's the matter with the prince?
What's the matter with the prince?
What's the matter with the prince? Okay. Do I go right now?
Have you seen a beautiful young woman in a ball gown pass through?
I don't think so, sir.
I think I see her. Over there!
I've never anything to royalty before.
Thank you.
What a beautiful gown you're wearing. Were you at the King's Festival?
Yes.
Aren't you the lucky one? If a prince were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide. Tell me about the ball.
Well, it's a very nice ball.
Yes? And?
And they have far too much food.
No, the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
If he knew who I really was.
Oh? Who?
I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh? How?
Now I'm being pursued.
Yes? And?
And I'm not in the mood.
Are you to return to the festival tomorrow eve?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Oh, to be pursued by a prince. All that pursues me is tomorrow's bread.
Will you look over there? An enormous vine growing next to that little cottage.
What I wouldn't give to be in your shoes.
It looks like a giant beanstalk growing right into the sky.
I mean slippers.
I must get home.
As pure as gold.
Bye.
Wait, I need your shoes. Hey, come back here.
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high and you look below at the world you left and the things you know, little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own in a world like none that you've ever known, where the sky is lead and the earth is stone, you're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you never dared because you don't care when suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible giant with a terrible roar. So you steal some gold and away you go, and you scramble down to the world below, and you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
Where's Milky White? You said I might buy her back.
Well, I'm not certain that 5 gold pieces would.
Are you saying this is enough? Here, take this. I will go fetch some more.
Wait, I didn't say 5 gold pieces. With this money, I could buy baking supplies for a year. I could buy a new thatched roof and a new chimney.
But could you buy a child?
Who are you?
I see you have the red cape.
Yes, I have the cape. Only 2 items left to locate.
3.
2. We have the cape and the cow.
You've the cape.
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away. I never reached home. I've been looking for her all night.
I knew I shouldn't have entrusted her to you.
Well, she might just have easily run from you.
But she didn't.
I'm sorry I lost the cow.
I shouldn't have yelled. Now please, go back to the village. I will make things right. And then we can just go about our lives. No more hunting about the woods for strange objects. No more witches and dim-witted boys and hungry little girls. Now go!
Father, I have wondered where you had gone.
I had been looking all night for her, the beautiful one I danced the night with.
Where did she go?
Disappeared.
I, too, have found a beautiful maiden. She lives at the top of a tall tower with no doors or stairs.
And how do you manage a visit?
I stand beneath her tower and say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. And she lowers the longest, most beautiful head of hair, yellow as corn, which I climb to her.
Rapunzel. What kind of name is that, you jest?
She is as true as your maiden. A maiden running from a prince? Does that make sense? None will run from us.
Yet, one has. Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why did she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in her tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Blithe and becoming, and frequently humming, light-hearted air. Ah, agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you, if there only were doors. Agony, oh, the torture they teach.
Always 10 steps behind.
Always 10 feet below,
And she's just out of reach.
Agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
Two princes, each more handsome than the other. No, get the hair.
Excuse me, young woman, have you encountered a boy answering to the name of Jack?
Not the one partial to the white cow.
He's the one.
Well, have you seen the cow?
No, and I don't care to ever again.
I've not seen your son today.
I hope he didn't go up that beanstalk again. Jack! Jack!
Moo, moo, moo.
Excuse me for this.
Oh, hello. It's these slippers.
I'd say those slippers were as pure as gold.
Yes, they are all you could wish for in beauty.
What I wouldn't give for just one.
One isn't likely to do you much good. I must run.
And I must have your shoe.
Stop that!
I need it to have a baby.
And I needed to get out of here!
Where did she go? Don't play the fool, woman.
Oh, you mean the beautiful young maiden in the ball gown? She went in that direction. I was trying to hold her here for you.
I can capture my own damsels, thank you.
You've the cow.
Yes, I've the cow. We've 2 of the 4.
3.
2.
3. Compare this to your corn.
Where did you find it?
I just pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
3.
And I almost had the 4th, but she got away.
We've 1 entire day left. Surely we can locate the slipper by then.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps it will take the 2 of us to get this child.
You've changed. You're daring. You're different in the woods. More sure. More sharing. You're getting us through the woods. If you could see, you're not the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
It takes 2. I thought 1 was enough, it's not true. It takes 2 of us, you came through. When the journey was rough, it took you. It took 2 of us, it takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. Though you swear to change, you can tell if you do. It takes 2, we've changed. We're strangers. I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers? I know we'll get past the woods. And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches in slippers and hoods. Just the two of us beyond lies, safe at home with our beautiful prize. Just the few of us, it takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. We want four, we had none, we've got three. We need one, it takes two.
Two midnights gone, and the exhausted baker and his wife continued their search for the final item.
Unfortunately for Rapunzel, the witch discovered her affections for her away.
Why didn't you tell me you had a visitor?
It was lonely atop the tower.
I gave you protection, and yet you disobeyed me.
I am no longer a child. I wish to see the world.
Don't you know what's out there in the world? Someone has to shield you from the world. Stay with me. Princes wait there in the world, it's true. Princes, yes, but wolves and humans too. Stay at home. I am home. 'Cause love you more than I. What out there that I cannot supply? Stay with me. Stay with me. The world is dark and wild. Stay a child while you can be a child. With me. I will not share you, but I will show you a world that you've never seen.
No!
After having cast out Rapunzel to a remote desert, the witch returned to take the prince by surprise. As he leapt from the tower, the thorns into which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him. As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, who cares? It's more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. Better run
avoid the collision. Though at home they don't care, you'll be better off there where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So I pry up my shoes, cut them from out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue, for example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with a shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you've learned something too, something you never knew, on the steps of the palace. Don't come any closer to me.
Please, just hear me out.
We have nothing to discuss. You attacked me once before.
I did not attack you. I attacked your shoe. I need it. Here's a magic bean in exchange for it.
A magic bean? Nonsense.
Don't do that!
I've already given up one slipper this evening. My feet can't bear to give up another.
I need that shoe to have a child.
That doesn't make any sense!
Does it make sense that you're running from a prince?
Stop!
Here, take my shoes. You'll run faster.
Thank you. Thank you.
Who is that woman?
I do not know, sir.
Lying will cost your life.
Any luck?
The slipper. We've all 4.
I'll give this to the prince, and we'll search the kingdom tomorrow to find the maiden who fits this shoe.
It's mine.
I've the maiden slipper. Onward we search.
There's a dead giant in my backyard. I heard Jack coming down the beanstalk, calling for his axe, and when he reached the bottom, he grabbed it and began hacking down the stalk. Suddenly, with a crash, the beanstalk fell, but there was no sign of Jack. For all that I know, he's been crushed by the giant.
If he's been crushed, then there's nothing any of us can do now. Is there? We must be off. I need my rest before tomorrow's search is to commence.
Doesn't anyone care that a giant has fallen from the sky?
You've all the objects?
There you are. I've been worried sick.
Mother, look, the most beautiful harp.
Shame on you. You've stolen too much.
Milky White, I have my friend back, and I'm rich.
Quiet, feed the objects to the cow.
What?
You heard me, feed them to the cow. Fill this.
I'll do it. So only milk for me. Squeeze, pal.
Wrong ingredients, forget about a child.
No! We followed your instructions. 1, that cow was white as milk. And 2, that cape was certainly as red as blood. And 3, the slipper was gold.
And 4, I compared the hair to the ear of this corn.
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
You what? I touched that ingredients. Don't you understand? I cannot have touched the ingredients.
The corn! The corn!
What?
The silky hair of the corn. Pull it from the ear and feed it to the cow. Quickly. It's working.
She's milking.
And so the curse had ended. The baker and his wife returned home with renewed hope for a family.
And the witch, who had been punished with age and ugliness, was now returned to her former state of youth and beauty.
As for Milky White, after a severe night of indigestion, he was now reunited with the now wealthy Jack.
And finally, as for Rapunzel, she lived impoverished in the desert until the day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard a voice so familiar he went towards it. As he approached, Rapunzel, overjoyed at seeing him, fell into his arms weeping. 2 of her tears wetted each of his eyes, and their touch restored his vision.
I was going to come fetch you as soon as you learned your lesson. This is who I truly am. Come with me and we can be happy as we once were.
She will not go with you.
Let her speak for herself. You're the only family I know. Come with me, please. You give me no choice.
As is the way in most of these tales, the witch, in exchange for her youth and beauty, lost her power over others. As for Cinderella's prince, he began his search to find the foot to fit the golden slipper. Both stepsisters tried on the slipper. Finally, Cinderella presented herself and tried on the slipper.
She is the true bride.
I see your prince has found you. Yes. Thank you for the slipper.
And it came to pass, all that seemed wrong was now right.
The kingdom was filled with joy, and those who deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life.
Ever after, journey over, all is mended, and it's not just for today, but tomorrow, and extended, ever after, all the curses have been ended, the reverses wiped away, all its tenderness and laughter, for forever after.
Happy now and happy hence and happy ever after. Joy today and bliss tomorrow, tenderness and laughter. To be happy and forever, you will see your wish come true. Don't be careful, don't be clever, when you see your wish pursue. It's a dangerous endeavor, but the only thing to do. Though it's fearful, though it's even though darkly you may lose the path. If you want your wish, you can have your wish, but you can't just wish. No, to get your wish, you go into the woods where nothing's there, where witches, ghosts, and wolves appear. Into the woods and through the fear, you have to take the journey. Into the woods and down the dell, in vain perhaps, but who can tell? Into the woods to lift the spell, into the woods to lose the longing, into the woods to have the child, to wed the prince, to get the money, to save the house, to kill the wolf, to find the father, to conquer the king, to have, to wed, to get, to save, to kill, to keep, to go to the festival, into the woods.